What's happening guys, this is Tito back with another video, and today as you can see in the background I'm gonna review this AC, and I have got this on about May 2019. Well, this is the MarQ 1.5 ton 5-star AC. Well, this is a AC by Flipkart, not a big brand or something. This is a brand by Flipkart of course, and I have kind of risked it to get this AC, and here is my experience after using it for 1 year. Now to start off things, let me tell you that this is a dual inverter AC and it can be used for about 200 square foot or more than that rooms, and I would say my experience has been pretty great. Now I have made some points over here which I'll talk. Now first important point that I want to talk about is the condenser. Well, it offers a copper condenser, proper copper condenser, so you don't need to worry about any aluminum condenser or something. And you get about 3 meters of long copper connector which connects the indoor and outdoor unit of course. So that's how it is, you get that free, but above that you have to pay for the extra copper pipe. Now let's talk about the sound and stuff, if it's noisy, and for a YouTube creator if it's good enough. I would say it is running right now with the low fan, and can you guys hear it? It is running on low fan speed. You can set it on medium and high and then auto. Of course you cannot turn it off simply like the fan, so that's how it is. But the sound I would say is pretty low and it is really silent, and you can just work in your room when you have the AC turned on even in high fan. Okay, so if I hold the mic really close to the AC, this is how much it sounds on low fans. I just changed the fan speed to medium. I'm changing it to high. And when you have the fan speed set to low, you can really hear your clock's tick-tock whenever you want to hear that. It is that silent. So this is how much the outdoor unit sounds when it's turned on. This is how the left side of that outdoor unit looks like. Well, the plastic has been totally yellow. It was totally white on this cover panel, but yeah, the rest of the panel is totally metal of course. And the outdoor unit has been pretty great. I do not have any kind of cover or something installed on top of this, but yeah, it has been surviving well I guess. And the installation guys did something double taping kind of thing on top of this copper pipe. Now let me show you guys the remote of this AC. Of course this does not look really fancy. On the bottom we have the MarQ logo, and this is how the back panel looks like, and you have two AAA batteries inside here. Not very fancy, and the screen I would say is not backlit. That's the biggest downside of this remote I would say. And it has some modes of the cooling and just fan only and stuff, which is not really useful. I just put it on cool of course. And it has the fan control which controls the fan of course of the AC. And if you notice on the screen right here on the right side, it says low right now, which you can change to high and auto or medium. So that's what changes the fan speed. And here we have a swing feature which of course does the swing. That is a vertical swing, not some kind of horizontal swing or something, just has the vertical swing. And we have a turbo cool option which kind of cools the room pretty quickly, and it ramps up the fan and stuff of course. So yeah, we have a timer on this AC, and you can set the timer if you want, and of course you can set the temperature with this button up and down. So yeah, that's great, not a problem. We have a e-saver which keeps the AC only at 24 degrees. It won't go below or above. So that's the power saving mode over here. Now we have this display kind of feature which is really cool. Let me show you. So you can see the AC shows the temperature and it looks cool, but at night it might annoy you. So that is why on this remote you will find this display kind of button, and if you press this, as you can see, the light just went away. The temperature light, there is no light right now on the AC turned on, so I can just press that again and it will bring back the temperature sign. So that's how it is. It is a really nice feature. This display button I really like at night. You can just turn the display off on the AC if you don't want it to show the light and stuff. And you can make the temperature go as low as 16 degrees as you can see. And the temperatures can go as much as 30 degrees on the north side. The remote I would say is not the best, but for this price point it is quite great. And talking about which gas it runs on, well, it runs on the R32 gas. Well, I would say that is not something which will catch fire. So you don't need to worry about the AC will catch fire or something like that. So that is not a problem here. Now let's talk about the biggest problem that I have faced with this AC, and that would be the installation by Flipkart. Well, Flipkart has a separate company which is like a contract basis kind of thing, and the company's name I think is Jeeves, and those guys are like just insane. And the installation is not free, of course, and you have to pay. They say that 1700 rupees you have to pay for everything like the installation, and I would say that's simply not true. It can go about like 3 to 4k or even more than that if you do not have a stabilizer and if you do not have the like socket to plug it in or something. So if you want to get those things done, you have to pay them a lot more. So be careful about those things where you are placing the AC and stuff. It cost me about like 3000 rupees or more than that to like get everything working, and I got a Microtech stabilizer too with it. So yeah, but you don't actually need a like stabilizer for an inverter AC, but just to be on the safer side I like went with it. But yeah, it put my cost totally north of my budget. Now let me go back to the problem that I faced. Well, the first installation guy who came here to like fit this AC and stuff, he did it. The AC was working fine for about 3 days. After that, it totally stopped cooling. I was like, what the hell is happening with me? Contacted Flipkart customer service. They were like, okay, we will like arrange an engineer or something. Then they say that we don't have any engineer to check on my area. So that's why they said like, we will replace it. Just wait. So I thought, okay, they will replace it. So it took me about, I think like 15 to 20 days to get the replacement unit. 15 to 20 days to get the replacement unit. So I was just sitting in my room, no AC, after paying 30,000 rupees in June of 2019. So just think about the situation over here. I was totally depressed that I got like scammed or something. So then it was a hand-to-hand kind of replacement. First they sent an engineer to like dismantle the AC. Like second time the engineers came, they were different, and they like dismantled the whole AC, indoor unit, outdoor unit, and the copper pipes and stuff. They put everything in the packaging itself. Then I had to wait for about 5 more days, and that is like including those 20 days. And then I got the replacement package. So yeah, they gave me the new AC unit and took the older one to their factory or something, I don't know. But yeah, they like hand-to-hand replaced it, so that's not a problem. But that is when I had to contact them again about the like installation of the newer AC. So it was about a month that I was totally without AC after paying and like getting delivered of that first AC unit I got. So yeah, that was a like huge hilarious experience. And the second guy who came here to install this AC, he said that the first guy who installed the like other or the previous AC did something wrong and it leaked all the gas from the outdoor unit. So that is kind of weird, and I was like, what the hell that guy did. So that's really a weird experience I had. You may not have this kind of experience, but when they come to your house to install this AC, if you're getting this AC or if you're getting any AC from Flipkart, just make sure the guy who installs your AC has every equipment. The first guy who came to install and who f***ed up everything, he did not like even bring the vacuum and stuff to like install the AC. So you gotta keep in mind that the guy should be professional who is installing the AC. Otherwise, just tell them to send a different guy or something. But with the replacement unit I got, and that was a new unit, of course, totally new like packaging and stuff, everything was new. So I did not have any issues. And since then, this AC has been working fine. No issues that I could find at all. Now let's talk about the cooling of this AC. Cooling takes time as it is an inverter AC, not a like normal one which has static motor or something. But the inverter AC is what it does. Well, it can run in like slower or even higher speeds depending on the temperature on your room. So that saves a lot of energy, of course. So yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to cool the room, but once it does that, it keeps the room cool like until you turn the AC off and like open all the windows and stuff. Otherwise, in hot summer, this AC does a really good job. And I would say the temperatures, you can like put it down to about 16 degrees. Well, that is really cool. I think you should not even put it below 20 degrees. It is like that powerful. I would say in my room, which is pretty big, this AC does a like really great job. And I put it like to about 22 or 24. I would say I never even put it to like 20 degrees because it is too cold to stay for this AC. So yeah, you can put it to 22 or 24, never like stay for longer period of time in like very low temperatures like 17 or 18. That will just like, that is just harmful for your bones and stuff. Now talking about the servicing, well, I did not receive any service from them like after getting the installation done. And for the second installation, I did not have to pay much. I think I paid them about 200 rupees for some more stuff, the taping and things. But yeah, I just paid for the first installation, and like the fault was on like Flipkart side because they installed it wrongly, so I didn't have to pay for the second installation. Now talking about the servicing, I would say I did not even need the service from them, but yeah, you can go to the MarQ website and check if the service is available. I don't think in much cities it is available. I live in Kolkata and here it's not, like the service is not possible. They say I didn't even need the servicing. I just cleaned the filters. Well, cleaning the filters is really easy. You just like open the front panel of the AC and like put the filters out whenever it's dirty, and when it's dirty you can notice it. Like if you run the AC for about like 1.5 or 2 months, then you will hear something with the like air passing. You will hear a hissing noise or something. So once you hear those noise, just like open the front panel of the AC and you can check if the filters are dirty. If they're dirty, you can just like pull them out and you can clean it with like fresh water. Now let's talk about the price point. Well, I got it for about 29,000 rupees, and for that price I would say this AC is really great. This is a dual inverter 1.5 ton 5-star AC again. Just check out the prices of other ACs of these specs like on any other websites or even shops. You can't simply get this kind of specs for this price. So I would say this is an online kind of product only. So yeah, you can only get it on Flipkart because this is a brand by Flipkart. So in my experience and like my usage, I would say this is totally worth it for the price. But yeah, just be careful about the installation stuff that I have talked about. Now let's talk about the electricity bill, shall we? Well, that is a really like important point for AC because it consumes a lot of current. When it comes to your whole household products, I would say AC is the most expensive thing if you're talking just the units consumed every month. This is an inverter AC, that's why it consumes of course less power. But I would say only get an inverter AC if you're like running the AC for a longer period of time. Otherwise there is no point of getting an inverter AC. Do not turn on off the AC in like half an hour or 1 hour of break. Do not do that. That will consume a lot more energy. Here I was turning off and on the AC for almost 3 to 4 times a day. So that made the hit on the bill that I did like some days, and it was really not worth it. Even with that, per month, which I have noticed, the AC alone consumed about 1300 rupees per month. And that is almost running the AC like for about in total 15 to 16 hours a day, a whole month. And here it is almost about, I guess, 7.5 to 8 rupees per unit, which is pretty expensive. Yeah. So I would say in rough calculation, the AC consumed about 5 to 7 units each day. So that is really less when you compare it to like any other ACs, I guess. So I have no complaints regarding the power consumption of this AC. So what's the conclusion here? I would say this AC is really great for the value for money perspective. If you are looking for a AC for about 30 to 35 or even 40,000 rupees, I would say this is a really good option to look at. And like if you consider the other brands, the big brands like Daikin and Hitachi or something, yes, it did cost me including the installation for about 33,000 rupees, which is pretty much close to a 1.5 ton 3-star Voltas AC or something. Or if you consider other brands like Media and stuff, you can check out the prices of course from any website. I would say the Media, MarQ, etc. brands are like really cheap and value for money for the price point. And the last thing which disappoints me sometimes is that this AC does not have like really great air purifier or something in it. It does not have those features. It is just a normal like inverter AC without like any kind of air purification thing. So yeah, if you are really conscious about like health and stuff, I would say get a AC with like which has the air purifying stuff. This one does not have those features. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today. And I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.